Hello YouTube fans, here again. And this one's inspired me to do this one. Should have done it yesterday because it was April Fool's Day, which is the 1st of April. But at the time I was feeling a bit prick at all. I know it was a depressing video, but in my eyes it's one what needed to be done. So I decided to have a bit of fun this time. I know it's April Fool's now, even though we are now in April. It's the second, as we know. What is it, the second? Let me think. Yeah, this is the second. And I tried to have fun. I've not done this for a bit, and that is Versus. Now, there's one horror movie, or slasher movie, you could say horror slasher. It's never really heard of a lot, and it's a very underestimated one. This one's been heard a lot. Classic horror film, sort of an horror film, same over filler. And at the time, it had a lot of shit, a lot of booze. Even today, it gets chickersized a lot. People say the ending was stupid. And they said it ended the slasher era, but it didn't. It didn't. You think about it, it wasn't even supposed to be a slasher film. Wasn't. So I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do the verses. I'm not doing it for so long. So, what the hell? That being April Fools versus Sorta High. And it's an hard one because I like them both for two different reasons. So we'll get on with it. This history as well. It does have a lot of history, this. When Sorta High come out, originally it was going to be called April Fools. But at the time, Paramount was doing April Fools. So because of copyright and all this, they couldn't get the right of calling the movie April Fool's Day. So instead, it was named Sorta High. And it's quite funny because you get some original posters, original pictures with the tester mast and the word April Fools before it got altered. But it does have something in common because they were both similar month April Fools. April Fools, like I say, was done by Paramount, and it was the same producers were doing this. I remember right there. Friday the 13th Part 2, and I think they also did the third one. I can't remember if they did the other ones as well. I know they did them. And you got Adrian Steele, who we all know appeared in the second Friday the 13th film. And it's basically they're going to this post-taff thing. They've got this girl, that pretty, and she's doing this get together, and slowly but slowly, I'll spoil it because a lot of people just film got sick aside for the ending, and I'll spoil Sorta High. So word of warning if you've never seen them both. If you haven't, same on you because you missed damn two damn good films. In the film, you think they all get killed. That's the twist of the film. That's where you could say it has that sassy element, but not really dead. That's the surprise of the film, being April Fool's, what makes it a terrible film. In Sorta High, though, they all get killed, which again was a surprising ending. So I did spoil it, but I did warn you. They all get killed, every single one of them, but the only difference is I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit they all get killed because they were bullies. They were horrible. They bullied this lad. Okay, the lad was a bit nerdy, but they bullied him. They bullied him bad style. Even in the opening, what they do to him is nasty. You know, this lad thinks he's on a promise. He thinks he's going to get laid, and it's his birthday, and his birthday happens to be on April Fool's. They humiliate him, bad style, you name it. They do it. They even stick his head in the toilet, and they play another prank. It horribly goes wrong, and it causes him to get badly burnt on one side of his face. So you feel sorry for the character Martin, and we all know the actor. If you look up the history, he was suffering demons in real life, and he took his own life, which is pretty sad. So this is the only film where you actually do feel sorry for the slasher more than the characters. And there's one dude, very pretty. I think her name is Marilyn Monroe. If you don't know who she is, she appeared in one of the Bond movies. She appeared in one of the Dracula films. She was well known for doing a lot of the Hammer House. She was well known for being in the original Maniac. She's been loads of films. And some of the things she does though is so fucking stupid. She knocks him on his ass. He's got a spear in her hand. Instead of Now that was me, the one with a brain. I'd eat that spear in my hand just in case the fucker gets up again. What does she do? She folds it to the killer. Not very smart. But I'm not sure whether they did it on purpose. Say, yes, she's done because she's running the wrong way. She's hiding in places where the killer could find her. But with April Fools, there's some pranks in it I do like. I like every character in it. There's one I always copy the line. You might think you've seen him before. One day before he did April Fool's Day, he appeared as Biff. Remember Back to the Future? It's Biff. In this, I don't like the character. I like the bit when he says that line, but I always copy the rich and unpreserving. And it's the character you like. That's one thing in this film. You like every character and like sort of high, but they're all fucking buddies when you think about it. And like I say, you don't want them to get killed. And the ending is they don't get killed. They do. Set it all up to want to make a murder mystery in this big posh house to raise some money and so on. So I like that. I like the ending. I like the twist. It got a lot of shit when it come out. It bombed big time. A lot of people boo-hooed it and said, oh, it's shit, and it ended the slasher films. It wasn't really a slasher film. Okay, the ones that directed and produced it did the Friday the 13th. It was not a slasher film. Unlike Sort of High, which actually is a slasher film. And there's no bit of history here, so I think Mike, the one that produced the original Friday the 13th, produced Sort of High. I like the mask, you know, the test of mask, and I've got to admit, they do get killed for real in this, and some of the deaths are really, really gory. You got one where they spike a China bear, and it makes his poor guy's guts blow up. You got a scene where a woman's having a bath, and it turns into acid, melts her to the bone. You've got a scene where a motor has a fan on it, and it cuts all his ducts open. Beautiful. You've got a scene where they're doing it in a bed, and the bed turns electric, and it kills them both. Love it. So it really has got some really good deaths, and like I say, none of them live. I don't give a shit. I didn't really like the characters. Rewind back. So I do like the way they all get killed. You think they do with Marilyn Monroe. You think she's going to live. She's going to get a lucky estate. She's going to kill the fucker. And so on, but that's not the case. She hides in the same cellar where they paid the pank on him. The killer takes his mask off. We all know at this point it's Martin, and that's what I like about the film. It's not who done it, like most slasher films. You know at that point it's the character Martin. He's all burnt from where he had the accident. He gets the same spear with the stupid bits through at him. He spears her, kills her. There's one bit that really fucked me up though, is the ending. He's walking around. At first, she all the dose of the one who he killed. Then he's having a nightmare. He kills the doctor, takes him an eagle in the eyeball. Love that. And he pulls out his face, which is really gory. And it ends like that. And I always think, was it a dream? Was it both to happen before it happened? Did he do it? Because it never really made sense to me. It was the ultimate mindfuck. In April Fools, you got the satisfying ending. But I like them both. I like the fact that I do like the pants so much used in Sort of High more because they were in real life. They were real pants was paid on people on April Fools. I do like. The only bit that got me is one of the girls say he's got stuck to the promise at a certain time. April Fools is over with. She says that line, but I always think, what's April Fools every day? And how does he fucking know whether he's going to stick to his promise and his word? Does he say anything? He's just wanting to kill him. He doesn't give a shit whether it's fucking April Fools or not. But I do think they're good films for both different reasons. The only issue is Sort of High. We do a lot of stupid things in it. If you've seen the film, you see what I mean. April Fools, I didn't want any of the characters to get killed. So it was satisfying that none of them got killed for real. So they've both come out. They both had the similar thing. April Fools, Sort of High, Martin's birthday, April Fools. So I like them for two different things. And that's April Fools versus Sort of High. Now, what's the ratings? I'm going to give Saw High 2. I do like the film, but there are bits what let it down. The fact they're not teenagers, the fact they do stupid things in the film, the dude does the most dumbest things ever, what causes her death. The ending totally fucks my brain up. But I do like some of the death scenes. You're going in for blood and gore. Like there's one scene I almost forgot when I was talking about the deaths. There's one scene where a dude gets her head pushed in mud. She almost escapes, but not that lucky. Love it. Those other do some deaths. I do like the character Martin. May the actor rest. May the actor rest. I like the mask, but there are bits, like I say, what lets it down is some of the stupid things they do. But I don't give a shit about the characters because they're not really nice. But so that's why I'm giving it a 2. But I do actually like the film. But I'm going to give April Fools a 3-star rating because I do like the characters in the film. So that's April Fools versus Sort of High. Into them. Be smart. Be safe. Happy April Fools.